Kia ora. Another cold start today quite widely across New Zealand, with temperatures down as low as -4 degrees Celsius in Tekapo. You can see though as we head through the rest of the afternoon, plenty of clear sky across the South Island. Still a bit more in the way of showers to come around that eastern side of the North Island for Thursday afternoon. But there's still plenty of clear sky as we head in towards the evening up north, and that's going to be the key to our temperatures dropping away once again once the sun starts to set. Overnight, for many of us, we are looking at a dry story. There's still more cloud around these eastern parts of New Zealand, and some of that wetter weather starting to feed in towards the far south. But particularly where we keep hold of those clear skies and those areas of lighter winds, we really will find our temperature dropping away once again through the night time. So another very cold night coming up, frosty conditions, perhaps even some severe frosts through some of those inland parts of Canterbury and across from those more inland parts of the central North Island. Check out these temperatures as we head in towards the early hours of the morning for Friday. You can see that even across the far northern parts of New Zealand, it's going to be a cold night. Temperatures down as low as 3 degrees Celsius towards the central parts of Auckland, perhaps even a little bit cooler out towards some of the more rural parts of the region. Widely down below freezing through parts of Waikato, the central high country, and even down towards parts of Manawatu as well, and through parts of Wairarapa for the North Island. So a cold, frosty morning through there. And across the South Island, -4 degrees Celsius in Christchurch. It will be a cold and a frosty morning. The best place to be if you're looking for some slightly better temperatures down that far southern coast. A touch more cloud for Invercargill and a few showers, and that onshore feed of air will mean temperatures here shouldn't get much lower than about 6 degrees Celsius. But as soon as you get further inland and see some of those clearer skies, I think we'll still find a rather frosty start for those more inland parts of, say, Otago. So with that cold morning, we are going to find a fine morning for many parts of the North Island. More cloud again still around those eastern coasts. And you can see this next front runs up from the south, brings another burst of cold air towards us, and some showers towards the end of the day around the far northern parts of the South Island. But still plenty of dry weather across the far north and across that western side of the South Island. Taking a look at the North Island, we'll start off with those clear, cold, crisp conditions from Northland right the way down towards, say, Wellington. There'll be more cloud around the likes of the Wairarapa coast, and we've still got a few showers in towards Wairoa and up in towards Tairāwhiti. Not huge amounts, but just enough to keep it cloudier out on that eastern side. You see we've got this feed of cloud up towards those more western-facing coasts of Northland, but even here I think most of the time it should be staying dry. By the end of the day, there's more cloud creeping across these southern parts of the North Island. Might be enough to bring an odd shower about the tops of the hills and ranges, but I think generally it's just turning cloudier as we head through the night time. But it is a cold start, and it's going to mean our temperatures are struggling somewhat through the day as well. Top temperatures, highs of 14 degrees Celsius in Auckland, 13 in Wellington, and at the best we'll do probably around about 15 or so towards places like Tauranga or across towards Napier. But another cold night as we head in towards the early hours of Saturday morning, but perhaps not quite as cold as we'll see as we head through tonight. Down on the South Island, again, a cold, frosty start, really chilly for the likes of, say, Canterbury first thing, crisp and frosty. But as we head through the daytime, this wet weather moves up through parts of Otago, and more cloud feeds in towards Canterbury by the afternoon as well. Now, any showers we see should be fairly isolated by the time we head in towards the afternoon. We might find a few just developing as they push up about the foothills of Canterbury, but I think for the majority of Canterbury it will just be more cloud that increases as we head through the daytime. For the best of the sunshine on the South Island, it's this western coast that'll do really well. Up towards Nelson too, looking pretty decent, and you can see there's been an improvement in that weather for parts of Otago and down in the far south as we've gone through daytime with that wet weather easing off, but keeping hold of that cloud in the far south. That will hopefully keep temperatures a little bit better for you as well through the night time. But it will be a chilly day. Top temperatures only reaching about 10 degrees Celsius in Mount Cook, 11 for Invercargill, 14 there for Christchurch. And you can see it's another cold night as we head through to Saturday morning, but not nearly as cold as the night before. So I think we are going to find still a cold and frosty one, but the coldest night looks to be that Thursday into Friday morning. As we head on in towards the weekend, well, high pressure is still very much with us, which for most of us it means, again, a continuation of that dry and cold story. We'll keep hold of a bit more cloud around these eastern sides and a few showers here. But generally, the weekend is set to be pretty decent. It's going to be chilly and cold through the nighttime, but that will translate to some nice spells of sunshine through the daytime. Bits of patchy cloud here and there, but really plenty of dry weather through the weekend itself, and hopefully some decent spells of sunshine as well. That's it from me. There's more at metservice.com.